throughout the day. So make sure you text that. We're going to randomly choose some of the people that text into 88202 the word book, okay? And then we'll give out some of those books. But to give you a premise of the book, I start off with the parable of the talents. Are you familiar with the parable of the talents, some of you? I see some heads going up and down, and some people saying no. The parable of the talents is a story in the Bible. And the story goes that there's a master, and he's going to be leaving town. He has a few servants that he gives talents to. Now, talents could be talents, if you think of the different interpretations of the story. But it can also be money. And you see, what happens is the master gives to his one servant 5 talents. Gives to the other servant 3 talents. And gives to the other servant 2 talents. And he says, I'm going to go on the journey. I will be back. And when he returns, he calls all the servants in. And they come to him. And the servant that he gave the 5 talents to says, Master, I took the 5 talents you gave me and I multiplied them. I doubled it. I have 5 more talents. He says, good and faithful servant. You are the master over some. I make you a master over much. And he gave him part of his kingdom. The next servant comes and says, Master, you gave me 3 talents. I got 2 talents more. I made it into 5 talents. He says, good and faithful servant. You are the master over some. I will make you the master over much. And he gives him a portion of his kingdom. And the third servant comes to him and says, Master, I knew you were a fickle man. I knew you reaped where you did not sow. I knew that I needed to protect this. So what I did is I buried those talents for safekeeping. And here you are, Master, I give you back those talents that you gave me. He said, you wicked servant, you're banished from this land. He said he was banished from the land because he says, I gave you something. I gave you a gift, and you didn't do anything with it. Are there people that you know that have a gift, maybe a God-given talent, and they haven't used it? What are the talents, the opportunities that you have had that you haven't used? Don't allow this weekend to go by and not take in all the information you are about to receive and not believe that that is a talent, a gift that you have been given, that you are to go with that information and spread it to the world. That is the purpose of why you are in the room this weekend, is to take these gifts and then give them to others. Does that make sense? I hope that you all give unto others and then execute your American dream and build that legacy. First up, I'm going to introduce